It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The fans are filling the seats out in Boston, the site of our broadcast, and where the Celtics will be going up against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. They'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. And you look at the makeup of the Celtics, not the makeup like you're wearing right now, big fella.
You have makeup on?
How have they been constructed, the types of players they've acquired? Kenny, they're close to playing positionless basketball.
Man, I always thought Shaq's skin was just that flawless.
I don't believe you just told America I wear makeup.
You wear a ton of makeup, man, is what you
Snitches
wear.
get stitches. I'll see you in the locker room.
And your
at
stitches are
halftime.
covered up by all that makeup.
Wow, I just thought he was so flawless, man. I'm so
He's
disappointed.
flawless.
You just hurt me, Ernie.
And
Well, Ernie.
he weighs 300 pounds, and then he weighs 310 with makeup.
Wow. I am so disappointed.
Snitches get stitches, Ernie.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing, Ernie.
Yes.
The length and the skill set of their wings make them extremely versatile. And that's the difference. You got Hayward, you have Tatum, you have Brown. They all can switch, and they're all interchangeable.
You know, Coach Stevens said it may be as simple as 3 positions now. You're either a ball handler, a wing, or a big. Celtics like every position to be able to shoot as well as defend on the perimeter, and they don't snitch like Ernie does.
And that about does it. Tip-off fast approaching. Shaq needs to put on some more makeup as we send it to Kevin Harlan.
Makeup!
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And now, introducing the Boston Celtics! Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 7, Jaylen Brown. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 0, Jason Tatum. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 42, Al Horford. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 11, Kyrie Irving. Your head coach is Brad Stevens. Let's hear it for your Boston Celtics.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans just 1 game before heading back out. The storyline today, Tim Hardaway injured. He will not be suiting up.
Yeah, and Kevin, you could tell when he went down in that last game, it just didn't look good. And now that news just kind of confirms our worst fears. He's going to have to watch from the sideline, and really the timetable's still in doubt.
Yeah, Greg, the only thing we do know is that it's going to be a long time. He's got a lot of work to do to come back from this.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. Lance Thomas out there with Van. And it's Cantor in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, a consistent 3-and-D veteran.
And, you know, more of a journeyman's career, but I'll tell you what, he's a winner and competes, does those little things, and, boy, he makes some big shots.
And so here is New York. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up at the stripe. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown the pass to Irving. Outside Tatum. Left side Brown. On the money with the open jumper. Brown's got the game going with his first points of the game for Boston.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Tatum. Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. Over Irving. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with Coach David Fizdale. He knows they've struggled against this team this year, 0-2 so far this season. He said they are so hard to defend. They have so many guys who can flat out score. In transition and half court, doesn't matter. So individually and collectively, we have to embrace the challenge and force them into an off night. We'll see if they can make all that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
And here's Vonleh following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Tatum against Lee. Over Tatum. No good from Lee. Celtics leading by 3. Stolen by Thomas. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Tatum drives in. And so Boston again turning it over. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
And just looking at the box score, you wouldn't think they did enough to pull it out, but all the intangibles. But that's what won them the ball game tonight.
Now here's Thomas. Cantor inside, working on Horford. 6 to shoot. For 3. Ntilikina can't hit.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
And that one goes long. Knicks trail by 3. Lee outside. A stupendous finish in traffic. Lee's got his first basket.
You got to love to see the tenacity from Lee on that play. He's so aggressive on the drive.
Hayward outside. Now here's Tatum. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Horford gets the bucket. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Ntilikina passes to Lee. Feeds to Cantor. Outside for Thomas. New York moving the ball around. Over Hayward. Hayward with some nice D. Celtics leading by 3. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I love the consistency of Hayward's game. I mean, it just takes an even-keeled approach.
Passes it to Cantor. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Irving. Ntilikina can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
Yeah, talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot.
And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Minnesota.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Well, extremely accurate throughout the evening, I thought. The play calling really fit the lineups they were rolling out.
Horford, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Knicks trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Ntilikina. Cantor against Horford. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ntilikina. Hits it from three-point range.
And the key for Ntilikina is shooting with confidence, especially when it comes to his perimeter game.
Irving with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. On the wing, Brown. Cantor against Horford. That one doesn't go. Excellent D from Cantor.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Thomas, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
No good that time.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Ntilikina passes to Thomas. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Horford against Cantor. Horford kicks to Tatum. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Ntilikina. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Washington. The shot's good from Cantor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. With shooting at such a premium in today's game, let's talk aesthetics. Chris, for your money, the prettiest jump shot you think going in the league right now?
There's 4 that come to mind and one guy that doesn't play in the league anymore. Let's go with Klay Thompson. You know he can knock it down. Probably the best catch-shoot guy in the league. Now you got to go to Bradley Beal.
Beautiful stroke.
And Ray Allen. Oh, they had 2 of the prettiest strokes you've ever seen. Steph Curry, the flea flicker, how quick it is pure, but I got to add one person. Steph Curry's dad. He had a pretty jump shot, too.
Dale Curry.
And I played against Dale, and it was so quick and so similar to Steph's shot that anytime I see Steph, I think of his dad. I used to tell Steph a couple years ago, I think your dad can still shoot better than you, but I think he's proven me wrong the last couple of years.
Hayward finds Smart. Morris outside. Now here's Rozier. Burke covering. Hayward on the wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lasagna, the pass to Burke. Kicks to Vonleh. For the 3. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Vonleh. Burke's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Tice kicks to Rozier. Over Hazonia. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And taking a look at some stats here for Rozier, how last month turned out for him, he's putting up 9 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. He's a tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Pass to Vonleh. Some nice passing by New York here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The feed to Morris. And he drops it in from the low post. Morris has got it all tied up now for Boston.
And even with someone on, Morris is just a master at getting those shots open. Just an impressive player down low.
Burke kicks to Vonleh. Back to Burke. A floater. He lays it in. Burke's got 5 now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. That one drops for him.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
And that one's good. Burke.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Celtics trail by 3. Rozier, the pass to Baines. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by New York. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
And it's in there. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Smart kicks to Tice. And the pass to Rozier. Now Smart. And Ron Baker gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Udier is checked in. Outside, Smart. On the wing, Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Hazonia. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 19-6 run. And here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Now Cantor fades and shoots. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we'll be back with you shortly. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York. Because like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans. And I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Cantor's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
We've got Terry Rozier. Also, Marcus Smart is out there. Marcus Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Tice in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And now, here's Hazonia. He kicks to Vonleh. To the wing on the left. Passes it to Hazonia. The 11-footer. Count that bucket. And it's a 10-point New York lead. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Smart dishes to Morris. And the shot is good.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
New York leading by 8. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season. The Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Oh, yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier Smart, they might not be the tallest guys in the world, but man, they play big.
It's good. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And it's Rozier missing. The Knicks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Now, here is Morris. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Over Vonleh, and that misses badly. Air ball. New York leading by 10. There's the 3. And Rozier pulls it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smart passes to Rozier. He dishes it to Morris. Stolen by Cantor. Up top, Moutier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Trier. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Vonleh's shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now a timeout called by Boston. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, if former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. And so you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, if you've been practicing against them, that's a good thing.
The Celtics shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Horford does a great job of keeping this team together. A glue guy, high IQ. Teammates love him. Then he's capable of stepping up big when it matters most.
And Al Horford drops them both. And talking about Horford, some people criticize his production, Chris, but his contributions go well beyond the stat sheet.
You're so right, Kevin. He gets a great read every time down the floor, on both ends of the floor. He can orchestrate the offense, and he can finish in a variety of ways.
Moutier finds Kanter. Now, here's Thomas. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown feeling it out a bit. Horford dishes to Irving. Shoots from the elbow. The shot that time, not on target. And New York will come the other way. Pass to Trier. Back to Moutier. Some nice passing by New York here. Kicks it to Thomas. There's the pass to Trier. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Trier's got his first points in this one.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Irving with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Right side Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Tatum.
Attacking the painted area. That's where Tatum can use his height and length most effectively.
Moutier kicks to Thomas. Passes it to Kanter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for New York. Now, here's Kanter. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Trier, and it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played bigger.
Here's Hayward, and he gets the bucket. Hayward's got his second basket.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game, he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decision time and time again. He's the consummate team player.
Burke, he's checked in for Trier. Lee in the posts, fended by Hayward. And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Now here's Lee. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. And stolen by Hayward. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything. The scoring, the passing, the rebounding. I mean, an all-around threat.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
And so he makes both from the line. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Now here's Hayward. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Minnesota.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Just 2 to shoot, and he hits it to tie the game up. Hayward's got 9.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You know, Chris, parity, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah, almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to schemes, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor, and that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
And the shot goes in. And the Knicks lead by 2. Here's Boston now. They're on a 16-6 run. Brown the pass to Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
Look at that. No hesitation at all from Irving. He's looking to score as soon as he touches the rock.
Burke kicks to Ntilikina. Back to Burke. Pass to Ntilikina. 5 on the clock. Pass to Cantor. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Irving with it. 11 points in the game. Irving double team. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Burke. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving kicks to Horford. Back to Irving. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in. Irving's got 13 points.
Irving has some of the best handles in the game. I mean, he has the rock on the string. So how can you contain him when he has handles like that?
The pass to Burke. Some nice passing by New York here. Baker with the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Brown, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Irving finds Horford. Knicks with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the inside. Passes it to Ntilikina. Here's Baker. And the 3 off target. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And it's sent back by Horford. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Cantor. He's right around 13 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with his play here of late.
Absolutely. And now the question is, can he build from this? Or will he regress back to the mean? We'll see.
Back to Burke. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
New York's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now here's Burke. 9 points last game. He kicks it to Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Irving. Brown the pass to Hayward. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. Knicks trail by 3. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Ntilikina. No good on that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Shoots from the block. And it's in off the backboard. Brown's got 9.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Burke, covered by Irving. And here is Burke. 10 points for him. Clock is at 3. Releases from 15. The shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front, up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
As many people predicted, Kyrie Irving taking his game to a new level. One of the league's greatest finishers at the rim, which is ironic since, for the most part, he plays below the rim. Has the pure jump shot, underrated passer, and just beats you in so many ways.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Knicks trail by 5, and New York, looking at who they've got, Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. Enes Kanter is out there with Vonleh, and it's Thomas in at the small forward position. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. Over Irving. The shot by Vonleh no good. Celtics leading by 5. Hayward on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Irving with it. Covered by Lee. Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Kanter's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Thomas. Doesn't go that time. Hayward with some nice D. Brown kicks to Tatum. 18 feet out. Offensive rebound with the second effort, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
That free throw good from Brown. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Irving kicks to Horford. Now Tatum. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Brown, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down.
The Celtics have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Hezonja, he's checked in for Thomas. And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Here's Horford. After New York gets...
That athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
The Knicks making a switch here. Udier is checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brown the pass to Irving. Count the basket. Irving's got 15.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolate.
Now, here's Vonleh. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Irving. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight.
Now that was all created by Hayward's defensive work. He does so much to spark their transition game.
Now here's Lee. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. But they'll get another chance. Cantor dishes to Lee. Drills the elbow jumper. Lee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when Lee has the ball there, it's over. He's going up for the throwdown every time.
Irving with it. Now defended by Moutier. Tatum passes to Brown. Good work there as it goes. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Moutier kicks to Vonleh. Irving against Cantor. The dish to Moutier. Hezonja on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. They get the rebound. Cantor. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Horford against Cantor. Horford no luck.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Moutier with the basket.
You have to love the versatility of Lee's game. Not only a superb scorer, but a skilled passer as well.
So it's Boston now. 6-point lead. Outside Tatum. Hayward finds Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. They get it back. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. Taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Lasagna, the pass to Lee. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Irving leading the charge.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
New York calls timeout. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
The Knicks making a switch here. Trier's checked in. Boston leading by 8. Irving surveying the floor. Over Moutier. Misses off the left iron. The Knicks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And now, here's Hezonja, defended by Hayward. Hezonja's shot is off.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Up top, Brown. 21 points in the game. The Knicks pull it in.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him there.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Hezonja.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first. Now he's got 1 in the second.
Left side, Irving. Had a hand on it. Here's Trier. He's covered by Brown. Moutier kicks to Hezonja. Shot clock at 6. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. Hayward, left side. To the paint. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. Taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Well, yeah, guys. In a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Morris, no good. Knicks trail by 3. Now here's Burke. 10 points for him. Pass to Thomas for the tie. No good that time. So Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. Morris outside. But they'll get another chance. Bounce pass from Smart. Hayward on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Can they get it? Shot's good by Baines.
He knows exactly what he's doing out there. Fakes the shot and zips the pass over for a wide open look.
Burke kicks to Vonleh. Hezonja, the pass to Vonleh. Over Morris. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing, not just in terms of points, but the momentum, too.
Here's Azania. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of a shooting.
Knocked away. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. And now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Rozier with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Morris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Kevin, you love how Morris keeps his focus on the basket. You can whack him all you want, but he's still going to knock down those shots.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Ron Baker, he's checked in for New York.
Marcus Morris at the line with 1 shot.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Knicks trail by 4. Baker kicks to Burke. Outside Thomas. Back to Burke. And Baines pulls it down. Celtics leading by 4. Rozier looking around. Dishes it to Hayward. Outside, Smart. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Rozier missing.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 5th assist in this one. Knicks trail by 4. Burke kicks to Baker. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Launches it. And Boston with the rebound. Outside, Smart. And there's the pass to Rozier. Back to Smart, kicks it to Morris. From deep 3-point range, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Knicks ball.
"17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Azania. He's got 12. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Azania's got 14.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Terry Rozier is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And the shot goes down. Hayward's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Boston.
And this is one of Hayward's strengths. I mean, keeping the medium-range shot alive.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Morris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That sends Noah Vonleh to the free throw line. That one on Horford.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Celtics with the lead. Hayward from outside sinks the three-pointer.
And good for his career. Hayward, a solid three-point shooter. He won't hesitate with those.
Here's Baker, guarded by Smart. Here's Ntilikina. Shot on the wing, and there's another one for the Knicks. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Rozier the pass to Morris. He kicks it to Horford. Hayward outside. 14 feet away, and Thomas with the block. To the paint, here's Ntilikina. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Ntilikina's got 4 points in the quarter. So Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a one-point game. Hayward outside. Got a hand on it. Lee outside. To take the lead, here's Baker. And again, it's New York. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Smart finds Morris. Here's Rozier. Makes it off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Vonleh down low, working on Horford, and that one good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Thomas against Hayward. 4 on the clock. Here's Smart. It's rebounded by New York. Vonleh's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Baker, guarded by Smart. Baker kicks to Vonleh. Here's Ntilikina. Passes to Baker. From beyond the arc, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. Enes Kanter's checked in for New York. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Tatum kicks to Brown. The steal. Here's Baker. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Lee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Boston making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Moutier, he's checked in for Ron Baker. Boston trailing. Hayward on the wing. Pass to Horford. Back to Hayward. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Cantor kicks to Mudiay. Back to Cantor. Over Tatum. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Horford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Here's Ntilikina. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
New York trailing. The pass to Cantor. Mudiay with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Cantor. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Down low, here's Hayward. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
And here's Mudiay. Here's Ntilikina. He feeds it to Lee. 6 to shoot. Cantor dishes to Lee. From the arc. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
In that game against the Cavaliers, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. Kicks to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Knicks trail by 5. Ntilikina passes to Mudiay. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Thomas. Pass to Cantor. Can they get it? Out to Lee. Inside, Mudiay. And he banks in the layup.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
Pass to Horford for the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Tatum. Thomas against Irving. Here's Ntilikina. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot. Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
He kicks to Mudiay. The tray. But they recover it. And he nails the jumper. Mudiay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Irving with the bounce pass. Pass to Horford. Back to Hayward. Over Lee. Good D by Lee. Knicks trail by 6. Shoots from 12. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
So good shooting off the dribble. For Tatum, it's a comfortable, familiar scenario.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Cantor. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. Here's Tatum. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Celtics lead by 8.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Here's Ntilikina. There's the pass to Cantor. Up top, Moutier, guarded by Tatum. Moutier kicks to Ntilikina. Over Horford. Tips it. It's hauled in by Brown.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Now Irving. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Ntilikina passes to Cantor. Over Horford. And the shot falls short this time. On the wing, Irving. And the three ball is good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Top of the key. The shot will not fall.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Brown outside. Back to Irving. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Sweet little floater. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Irving. Ntilikina with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Passes it to Cantor. Over Horford. Cantor's shot is off. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.